When you're about to give a speech, is there anything that you can do that will reduce the impact of nerves or anxiety on your body? That is the subject of our next video tip. Hi, I'm Michael Davis, the Storytelling MD. You may recall from my introductory video, I'm not really a doctor, but I do play one on these videos. In the last video, you picked up the essential tool that will help you manage nerves and anxiety when you're preparing a speech. That isn't the only strategy that you have available, though, before you speak. 5 minutes before you walk in front of an audience, there are 3 quick tools that you can use that can help you manage that last bit of extra anxiety or nervousness. The first tip comes from my speech coach, Craig Valentine. Craig says a prayer to himself. And please don't get caught up on that word prayer. You could say meditation, whatever's comfortable for you. What matters is the words he uses. What he will say to himself right before he walks on stage is, please help me focus on my audience, remember my speech, and forget myself. Craig says that this has helped him stay focused on where he needs to be. The energy, the attention is all on the people sitting in front of him. It takes away from his ego, and it lets him focus on the message he's trying to share with them. So that's the first tool. The second tool comes from my mentor, Darren LaCroix. Darren asks 4 questions of himself 5 minutes before he walks on stage. The questions are, number 1, why am I here? Number 2, am I present? Number 3, will I have fun? And number 4, if this is the last presentation I ever give, what kind of impact do I want to leave on this audience? When you look at these 4 questions, they have one common attribute, and that is the focus. The focus is on the audience. Take the first question, why am I here? What is the message I'm trying to convey? How do I want people to think, feel, or act differently? Those are issues you should be considering. Number 2, am I present? Am I here in the room physically and mentally? Am I thinking about the fight I had with my partner, or maybe my kids, or an issue at work? Am I really here with this audience? Third, will I have fun? Believe it or not, public speaking can and should be fun. It's an opportunity to connect with people and make an impression on their lives. It absolutely should be fun, even though your topic may be serious. And the fourth question may be the most powerful. If you knew this was going to be it, you're never going to give another speech, wouldn't you want to give people your all? Make sure they got something out of it and not just phone it in, as they like to say? Again, the common ingredient with all 4 of those questions is the focus. It should be on the audience. If you're up there to provide a benefit, your energy will shine through, your body will take care of itself, your facial expression, everything will be in line, assuming, of course, that you've prepared and practiced like we talked about in the last video. So those are the 4 questions Darren asks. They're powerful. I've used them many times. The third short tool you can use is my own, and that is all about perspective. Before you go on stage, yes, you're going to feel that nervousness and anxiety, and your body's going to be tense, but never forget this point. You're not about to walk before the United States Congress and ask for a declaration of war. You're not addressing 250,000 people in front of the Lincoln Memorial to ask that our nation create more equality and justice. That's not what you're doing. Yes, you have an important message. Yes, it can impact lives, but this isn't life or death. Fact of the matter is, whatever event you're speaking at, if you didn't show up that day, I can promise you this, the event would still go on. I learned this lesson years ago, and it's one that I'm grateful for. Look, you have to have an ego to be able to stand in front of a group of people and think you have something of value to say. But on the other side of that ego coin, you got to remember that if you weren't there speaking, somebody else would be. There is a long line of people that love to speak. So keep that in mind, and that'll help you maintain balance. You've got to have the ego, you've got to have the confidence, but don't let it get out of control. Remember, the events going on, whether you're there or not, if you can be there, you have valuable information that can make people's lives a little bit better. Always remember to grab every opportunity you can to stand up and speak up so that you can stand out. Talk with you next time.